Can you see that? Can you see all of that? So that's kind of like normal. Like you can see it's just a normal shadow. Here, it's a lot stronger now, right? Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, which is all about educational beauty. Today's video is about how to contour the jawline, and it's extra special because I'm going to be showing you two techniques, and you can use them separately because if you want to just keep it simple, or if you really want to give yourself that snatched jawline, then you can use both and it just takes it to another level. This is great if you have a double chin, or if you feel that your jawline just isn't really that snatched, isn't that sharp, and maybe it's a little bit hidden, so you want to just enhance it a little bit more. I've made it really, really easy to follow, so I think you're going to love it and it's going to completely transform your makeup game. Now, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Don't forget, I'm over on Instagram too, so come say hi there too. Now let's jump straight into the video. Hey guys, so I have on most of my contouring. As you can see, it's pretty much everywhere apart from my jawline, because that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Now, this video is great if maybe you have a double chin, or maybe you feel that your jawline isn't as visible, or maybe you feel like you just want to kind of really sharpen it up. You know, I personally love a snatched jawline. I like it to be very kind of defined. Also, this is great if you have jowls. You know, like if you have slight, like I have it a little bit here, and it's more hereditary in my case. So I have like a little bit here because I know my mum has pretty strong jowls. You know, this bit here, I really want to try and hide. So when I contour my jawline, I feel like it really helps. Anyway, yeah, that's another thing. It's great for people with jowls. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you two different ways. I'm going to be showing you how to contour your jawline with concealer. You can use a contour stick if you want to. I'm using concealer because if you guys have been watching me for a while, then you know that I always use concealers as my contour. And the second way I'm going to show you is with powder, like with a bronzing powder. And you could use a contouring powder if you wish, but as you guys know, I like to use bronzers for my contouring. So I'm going to be showing you that. I'm going to be showing you two different ways, but you can use them together. They're pretty similar. They're just different textures that you're using. And if you use them together, you're going to get the ultimate snatched jawline. And if you want, you can just take whatever part you want from this and apply it to your usual makeup routine and, you know, see how amazing your jawline looks. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so I have got my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Dark 2. I'm going to put the name up on the screen. This is a much darker shade than my skin, as you can see. It's, I've mentioned before in videos that I don't actually like to say how many shades darker because it really depends what brand you're getting the concealer from. For example, you might go to Fenty and maybe they have 40 shades of concealers, and then you might go to another brand and they only have 10. So if I say 3 shades darker from the brand that only has 10 shades is going to be a very different shade to 3 shades darker from a brand that has 40 shades. So I don't like to say how many shades darker, but it is a lot darker than my skin tone. It's like a really, you know, amazing chocolatey color. So I'm going to be using that. And the reason I've chosen such a dark shade is because ultimately contouring it works well with 2 shades. So I'm going to be showing you how you can really make that jawline kind of pop, and I'm going to be using a dark shade and a lighter shade, and then you'll be able to kind of like see, okay, how do those 2 shades work together when it comes to really kind of making or kind of changing the shape of a certain area of your face. So first off, we are going to go along the jawline. Now, a lot of people question, do we go above, do we go on, do we go under? You want to go under. So we're not going to go right on it. We are going to go under because ultimately contouring is about creating shadows. So we're going to be creating a shadow. So at the moment, okay, you can see a natural shadow there, but it's not really that strong. And you can still see that kind of like, you know, the jowl area here is a bit slightly kind of coming down than the other areas. So I'm going to apply it underneath, and I'm going to just draw a line. So underneath here, as you can see, I'm just going to lift my skin a little bit so you can see. Can you see that? There you go. That's right under there, and I'm going to show you this side and then you can see what the difference is like. And obviously I want to show you kind of like later on with the powder as well. So now that we've done that, we're going to start buffing that in. By the way, I know I've I think I've probably mentioned this in previous videos. Guys, there is some crazy scam thing going around that I have seen because I always read your comments. There is someone who basically is pretending to be me on YouTube. They've taken my picture and then they've put, "You've won a giveaway, message me on Telegram." I'm not on Telegram. That's not me. I just want you to know I would never ever message you anything like that. If I'm doing any kind of giveaway, which I don't often do, I will let you know physically on my videos. I will not randomly message you. Please don't fall for it. Don't give them any details. Please report the comment. I have been reporting so many. It literally took me an hour yesterday to go through messages, and I was looking at people who have replied to your comments, and then I was reporting the comment. So please, please, please don't listen to them. It's a complete scam, and I actually Googled it, and it's actually quite common. So what they do is, with growing YouTube accounts, they create these kind of like spam accounts and they take your details, and then next thing what you'll do, someone actually sent me a video recording of the messages between her and this person who was pretending it's obviously a scam, and they do it with other channels too. And basically the person's like, "Oh, you've wanted a giveaway, in order to get your giveaway, please can you you just need to pay delivery," which is like $200. Can you believe it? Please don't do it. I'd feel so bad if any of you actually do it. Please don't. And then some of you are messaging me and DMing me on Instagram saying, "Oh, you know, thank you so much." Please, I can't message you all, but it's really worrying me. And, you know, I'm going to mention it in quite a few of my videos so that you guys know. And really, realistically, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. I'm going to start mentioning it at the beginning of the video. Please, please, please do not fall for it. Report the comments so that other people don't become victim to it. Moving on, I've got my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush. And now this is where I'm gonna drag down. So I'm just dragging down. Now I'm also, let me move my earring out of the way. I'm gonna just, whatever's left on this brush, I'm gonna take it there. Right there, really close to my ear there. It's going to square off my jawline. If you already have quite a kind of sharp edge here, like sharp area here, you don't need to do that bit. Can you see that? Can you see all of that? So that's kind of like normal. Like you can see it's just a normal shadow. Here it's a lot stronger now, right? So we've got that nice contour. Taking that down the neck. There you go. So that is done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a concealer, and I'm going in with a concealer which is a lot lighter than my skin tone. And I'm going above the jawline, just there, only a little bit there. You don't want a lot of this. It's just to kind of help the darkness kind of pop a little bit more. So now I'm going to go in with another Hollywood complexion brush, and I'm just going to buff this in. See how that makes it pop even more? It's crazy, isn't it? Now you can do this over foundation or underneath. It's completely up to you. It depends what way around you usually have your foundation application. Like, do you use your contour and concealers over your foundation or underneath? I always do it underneath my foundation. That's why I'm showing you. Like, look at this and then look at that. It's such a difference. So that is the first way of doing it. Now what I'm going to do is just cover, I'm going to do this side first obviously, so let me show you that, and then we're going to cover up with foundation. So we're going to go back over here, do the same thing. If you are wondering how far to go, I always kind of go like, I don't go right from the middle, I just kind of like leave a little bit of a gap. So kind of like the end of the lip, right? I would say that would be your marker point. So from here, you take it up. Right, you don't have to take it too far because by the time you blend it, it's kind of gonna spread anyway. So we're just dragging it down. There you go. This really helps with the double chin because you've got this darkness here, so it kind of gives that shadow, and then the brightness kind of helps to that area to pop. Wow, I cannot read that. I badly need glasses. Do you know how I'm reading this? This is underneath there. Do you know? I can't read it. So I'm getting my phone and I am zooming in, taking a picture, and then I'm looking at the picture. I'm zooming in on the picture. And even then I have to hold it away from me. I badly do need glasses, don't I? I do have some glasses, but I feel like they're not, I feel like my eyesight's got a little bit worse, so they're not actually working. 202 light. How bad is that I've had to do that? There you go, that's that one. And we're gonna get our Hollywood complexion brush. We're just gonna buff this in. Just keeping it in that area. We're not really taking it up anywhere. Look how quickly that buffed in. That is like insane. That's done. Now we're going to go in with foundation, cover everything up. And obviously it's light, kind of light to medium coverage foundation so that it doesn't fully cover everything up. So you can still see all of this coming through. And obviously, like I said, maybe you apply this on top of your foundation. Absolutely fine. Do it that way. Obviously I do it this way. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm just going to kind of like apply my foundation and the same way I always do. I don't really need to show you that bit because honestly, you could be doing this over your foundation or underneath. And if you do it underneath, you already know how to apply a foundation. And plus I have a different video for that. So anyway, let's fast forward and I'm going to see you in a second once my foundation is done. Okay, so everything is done. I've applied my foundation, set my base. You can see that that really nice shadow is still there. That's what we were aiming for and it's there. Now, what you can do is you can leave it at this, finish off the rest of the base however you want it. I've only done my brows and my lips, but you know, you can then leave at that. You know, you can leave it at that and then that's it, you're done. But I want to show you the second way and you can do this along with the first section that I did. I'm going to get my Fenty Sunstalker bronzer in Beijing. So, okay, I'm going to get that bronzer and I'm going to get a brush. So let me show you what I'm going to get. I'm going to get my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit brush. Absolutely love this brush. So this brush has like two parts to it. As you can see, you've got like a flattish kind of round end. And then you've also got a slightly more kind of like almond shaped end. And I love both. My Hourglass brushes are amazing. I absolutely love them. They're like, it's expensive, right? I'm gonna be honest, it is expensive, but it is well worth it. Like both of these brushes that I have are so good. This is the other one. This is the Veil brush. And I use both. You know, like sometimes you get these dual-ended brushes and you only end up using one side. You don't with this. You'll use both sides. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this side. This is the kind of flattish, roundish side. And the reason I'm using that is because this one, the almond shape, will give me more precision. This is kind of giving me that overall shadow and there's not any kind of precise location. Like I'm not going to get, you know, this is more pointy, so it's going to give me that point precision. Whereas this is kind of wider, so it's really kind of more bulky. So what I'm doing is I'm going into the powder. Now what I'm going to do is hold the brush like this. It's always the easiest way. If you hold it like that, you're going to find it very difficult to go under there. So just hold it like that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to shade where we did before. And again, like I said, you can do this without the cream contour or concealer section that we did. Now I'm going underneath, but you see I'm going underneath my jawline, but I've got a slight jowl area here. Even though I'm going underneath, because this is slightly lower, when I end up getting to this part, it's kind of like going over the jowl as opposed to under the jowl, but I'm okay with that because that's going to actually give the illusion that my jawline is a bit more kind of straight as opposed to straight, jowl, straight. Do you see what I mean? So don't follow the natural curve of your jawline. You want to go underneath and you want to keep that line straight. And I'm pressing very lightly, by the way, I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just going to drag this down because we don't want any obvious lines. Now I'm going to flip the brush over, so I'm using the almond shaped one, and it's not so much because I want precision, but it is because I don't want it to be so bulky in this area, and I'm just going to apply a little bit here. You know that area that we applied it straight up there before? Right next to the ear, basically. So don't leave a gap there because that's just going to look weird. Now, as you can see, we've contoured that bit. It's nicely sharp. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I'm using medium because that's lighter than my skin tone. So you want something which is slightly lighter than your skin tone. I'm going to get my Real Technique setting brush and I'm dipping it into the powder. So there. And now this is where, do you remember we lightened this area with concealer earlier? I'm going to go over with this powder. And I'm not applying it everywhere because I really want this area to kind of just pop. I can see the sharpness, especially compared to the other side, and I really hope you guys can too. So you can see how we've got that really nice chiseled jawline here. It's really nice and kind of like straight. We've got a nice sharp finish there. I'm happy with that. So hopefully that kind of like shows you what you can do. Let me just go over to the other side and do the same so I actually look the same on the other side. I am happy with my jawline. I feel like it looks very kind of like sharp, I'm super happy with that. And yeah, I hope that this has made it really easy for you guys to kind of like understand how to contour your jawline. And like I said, we've got 2 parts to this, so you could do both of them together, but you could also do them completely separately, and like you just pick out whichever one that you think works well with your current makeup routine and application process and use that one. So it doesn't mean you have to do them together. They do work equally as well on their own, but if you really want to take it that extra step further and get this super sharp chiseled jawline, then do it together and you are going to be amazed at the results. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed this and it's kind of explained to you how you can contour your jawline. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments, please do let me know below. Now, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next time, take care and I'll see you soon.